Hey guys, what's up? Recorded a video the other day. It was very popular. It was on carb backloading. Got a good response to that, and a lot of people want to know other ways they can help reduce belly fat. So obviously belly fat, there's a few reasons why specifically you might gain fat around your belly. One of them, trans fats. That's a big reason. Another one, insulin levels. Another one, cortisol. So I'm going to tell you a few little tips how you can manage these things to actually cut belly fat if you do have a larger amount of belly fat rather than flat fat and on your legs and arms, stuff like that. So first one, we'll go over insulin. One way you can manage it is by doing carb backloading. So I suggest you go and watch my last video, carb backloading. There might be a link or something below to watch that. Second one, supplements to improve insulin sensitivity. I'm actually gonna do a video on this coming up, so they'll be out in a few days or in a week or something like that. But I'll give you one of them, alpha-lipoic acid. It's really good for improving insulin sensitivity. There's a study that's shown it actually reduces insulin response in response to eating carbohydrates or a quick release source of protein by about 21% on average. So that's pretty impressive considering too much insulin will make you gain fat, and specifically belly fat as well. So that's another thing, another good way you can do that. Another way, high-fat breakfast. Breakfast in the morning, obviously if you're giving yourself a ton of carbs, then you're going to secrete insulin, which is, in the mornings you're kind of sensitive to insulin, so it's not the worst time to actually eat carbohydrates, but the thing is it tells your body that's the energy source for the day, and then when you eat fats, you're going to be, you've already secreted all this insulin, the fat's more likely to be stored as fat, and obviously because you get that high insulin response as well, when you do have carbs later in the day, they might not absorb as well, you might actually oversecrete insulin, thus gaining belly fat, which is not what we want to do. Next thing, moving on to cortisol. So cortisol is basically a stress hormone. So cortisol is secreted when you're stressed out mentally, physically, or there's any other sort of stress really. Any stresses, so mobile phones can cause stress just from the radiation. Anything like that, anything that causes a stress on your immune system, your body or anything like that can cause a secretion in cortisol. So how do we combat that? Managing stress. One way to manage stress is by using meditation. So you can use a meditation app, you can look up meditation on YouTube, you can just find any way just to close your eyes and just take a few breaths and relax your body, relax your mind. Diaphragmatic breathing, that's another, I suppose, technique that's used in meditation, very effective. Basically, diaphragmatic breathing is breathing in deep through your nose, like that, expanding your stomach, and then breathing out and letting your stomach relax. Really slow breaths. Do about 7 of those if you're feeling stressed, and that will help a huge amount to make you feel better. Another good way to manage stress is actually by using Cortisol by ATP Science. Very, very effective product. It basically helps regulate cortisol through the day, and it helps your body actually manage the stress. It's a great anti-inflammatory, a lot of benefits to using Cortisol. So you can grab that off teamxthetics.com, which is my website. If it's not available yet, it will be available in a couple of days on there. So it's another great product. Another way, regular sleeping patterns. A lot of people have very, very poor sleep. So you can take supplements to help sleep, you can do heaps of other things, but just getting a regular sleeping pattern, going to bed within, 1.5 hours of the same time pretty much every night. And if you have one night a week where you start a bit late or whatever, but you sleep in, that's fine. As long as you sleep pretty regularly, go and sleep at a pretty regular time. You don't want to go to sleep at 8 o'clock one night, midnight the other night. It kind of messes your body up and you don't get that proper circadian rhythm. All right, another thing you can do is take a supplement to help actually blunt cortisol, which I like to do. I don't do it in the morning because I find the supplements I take in the morning has a little bit of vitamin C in it, and that's using vitamin C. Use vitamin C post-workout because, like I said, physical stress will cause a secretion in cortisol, especially if you're training at night. I think it's very important to have something like a vitamin C afterwards. Bring that cortisol down, so it'll actually help you get a better sleep at night too. So definitely use vitamin C post-workout, especially if you're training at night. And I always use vitamin C before bed too. If you're a little bit worked up at night or a bit stressed or whatever, take some vitamin C, 500 milligrams should be plenty. Take that before bed. So that works really well as well. So the last one, trans fats. So trans fats, what are they in? They're in like cookies, deep fried foods, especially like deep fried vegetable oils, things like that. Very, very bad. There's actually a study done. It was done on monkeys. I think it was done on 51 monkeys or something. They fed monkeys with, I think it was one group with mostly unsaturated fats, and then one using primarily trans fats in their diet. The unsaturated fat group, they put on 1.8% body weight extra. The other group, they put on 7.8% body weight extra. And that's a lot. And they actually found that it actually drew fat from other areas in the body and put it on the stomach. So, perhaps they lost fat off their arms, but they actually put more fat on their stomach. It seems to be proven, it's been talked about a lot, trans fat will cause an accumulation of belly fat, which is not what we want. It could just be the fact that it's causing a stress on the body and a cortisol secretion, so that could actually be related there. I'm not sure, but that is what happens, and you definitely don't want to do that. Basically, by trying to control insulin, cortisol, and cutting down trans fats, you should have less belly fat. And the last thing as well is, if you want to lose that belly fat, if you do these 3 things and then you actually are on a calorie restricted diet where you pull your calories back a bit and do things a little bit smarter, maybe try carb backloading, maybe adding a little bit more cardio and stuff, you should be able to cut belly fat down pretty well. So that's it for me. If you've got any more questions, any more suggestions on videos, please hit me up, shoot me a message on here, shoot me a message on Facebook, Instagram, all that type of stuff. And speak to you guys soon.
By them all, yeah, I'm burning it up. DPGC, you should be turning it up. CBT, LBC, yeah, we hooking back up. And when they bang us in the club, baby, you got to get up. Cause homies, thug homies, yeah, they giving it up.